Like I said, there's no prosecution desired on any other part, but like I said, with I guess I want to say, you know, an elected official and someone running, you know, it's a little different than normal people. Okay, well, I won't take any more of your time. Thank you for calling us back.
But I wouldn't say either one. Yeah, I wouldn't say either one is like worse than the other.
I'm tracking.
Let's just put it that way.
Yep, I'm definitely tracking.
But I wouldn't say either one. Yeah, I wouldn't say either one is like worse than the other.
I'm tracking.
Let's just put it that way.
Yep, I'm definitely tracking. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for coming out.
Not a problem.
Okay, so is the green light on that?
The green light?
Isn't
The
that-
red light's on.
The red light means recording. I want to update the witness statement that I gave because you asked me if somebody put their hands around someone's neck, and I was
Correct.
like thinking like this.
Okay.
And that's not what happened. It was, I think Marianne had her hands on Jean's shoulders, but in like almost like a desperate plea that, why are you doing this to me, Jean?
But I wouldn't say either one. Yeah, I wouldn't say either one is like worse than the other.
I'm tracking.
Let's just put it that way.
Yep, I'm definitely tracking.
Me and Jean were having our confrontation, and then she pretended to play it off like, oh, turn around and smile for the camera, Danielle. And I was so confused turning around because I didn't know what they were talking about.
Okay.
So I felt like that was very manipulative. And then I think the statute that I'm more leaning towards for my victim statement is disorderly conduct. And then the other one, I did take a minute to look it up, the threatening and intimidating, which, I don't know, I felt intimidated when Jean was saying like, the development's moving forward. I don't have to tell you shit.
I don't believe that's going to fall into...
Well, I think that's going to
threatening.
be used as abusive or offensive language to provoke.
Did she ever cuss at you?
Yeah. I don't have to tell you shit. Which she did invite me over to her house on Tuesday evening, but I didn't feel like that was inappropriate. I felt like that was inappropriate.
What made you feel like it was inappropriate?
I just didn't feel comfortable going over to her house so late at night because we're not
So
friends.
what was the text?
Everybody who talked to her would call me back and say, she's for it, she's not listening to us, like there's no communicating with that woman. So she was walking away. I said, Supervisor Bishop, excuse me, Supervisor Bishop, and she turned around and she was already heated.
In the meantime, Jean was getting yelled at by Leslie Tylor. Yes, Leslie Tylor Tyler has been attacking Jean. Jean retires this year. Everyone,
6 months.
yeah, everyone sees this all over social media. Leslie Tyler has been viciously attacking Jean, and so has Marianne Salem, who's running for county supervisor. Like I'm talking voodoo dolls.
But the bottom line is, I've seen the evil.
That's one of my favorites.
It's evil. It's seriously, the lady had a voodoo doll in her office that she would punch and do things to.
She was sick, I swear to you. It wasn't
serious.
Listen, let me talk. It wasn't the big doll one that they were joking with that Hildy gave them that they called it therapy dolls. It was a real little voodoo doll that she... It wasn't
serious.
Listen, let me talk. It wasn't the big doll one that they were joking with that Hildy gave them that they called it therapy dolls. It was a real little voodoo doll that she...
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
She had, it was in a box, I swear. And she would get it out, and she took a pen, and I didn't know what to do. She's sitting there, and she'd say, Steve Robinson, Hildy Angius, and she'd sit there and poke it, and I'm like, gee. And
so, Leslie Tyler was yelling at Jean, come over here, you know, offering Jean a piece of pizza. Well, that's kind of odd.
We have opened it up to anyone in need of water or their livestock, filling animals, coolers, anything like that, to try to assist the community.
now she hollers at me, she says, hey, you want a slice of pizza? I walk over there and I said, actually, Leslie, I want you to quit lying about me on social media.
Okay.
And she says, you're the one that's having Jeanne Kench, the county assessor, do a check on my LLCs. You're abusing your office.
Okay.
And I said, fuck you. And I just walked away.
What website is she on when she's
Every Facebook, social media.
Facebook,
site
social
you
media?
can
Gotcha.
imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm walking away from
I
Leslie.
don't hear any of this. I'm already standing off, not knowing what's happening, ready to leave, and I parked by the rock shop, right? So I don't hear this part at all. I just hear, you know, her asking Jean.
We're talking about Leslie, so right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the ladies that's been against a lot of things going on in Golden Valley approached Jean very nicely. DANIELLE OHLE-KECK was asking Jean questions about things, and she kept pushing Jean, and I'm standing there. It was a very friendly conversation, and finally Jean was like, listen, if you want me to be honest, because you're not running for politics, you're not running for office, but if you want me to be honest, you need to get your facts straight, right? And I look up and I see Marianne Salem 20 feet away. Now the whole time I've been recorded, the whole time I've been there, by Marsha and Randy, Marianne Salem, and I didn't even know who it was because I didn't recognize her with the ball cap on. I kept being videotaped and recorded. Amanda Kaufman was like, were they waving at you or us? I'm like, I don't know. Marianne's recording, and I'm looking at her, and she's doing this on her phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? Finally I said, Jean, what the fuck is she recording for? So Jean turns Danielle around. She's like, hey, wait for the camera. And Marianne shaking, almost salivating at the mouth, and starts going off on Jean. Like, you know, you threatened Leslie Tyler. You were threatening Leslie Tyler. And Jean's like, I didn't threaten her. I told her to fuck off. Like,
That's exactly how I touched her.
And that's fine. And like I said, that's why
exactly how I
come to
touched
get the other.
And as soon as I called for Coffin, Marianne took off at a run. But she physically put hands on Jean. She tried to physically put hands on me.
So she
and
actually
she advanced.
grabbed your shoulder and then did the head thing?
Yes, and it would be
So
most
was that
of
simultaneously?
No.
It was.
Well, first she put one hand up as she's.
So this was after you pushed the phone out of your face.
Yes.
Then
Yeah,
she.
then I put my hand up to block the phone. I didn't
Okay.
push the phone. I just blocked it.
Okay, you blocked it.
And then she shoved my hand away, and then I guess she put the phone in her pocket because then she had both hands on my shoulders
Like
and
this.
then wrapped them around my neck.
Okay, boom.
And pulled me in to where I was like that close to her nose.
I'm looking.
There's no prosecution desired.
Okay.
It's just something for us to have in our records in case something else happens, right?
And Marianne has made some false complaints that the county supervisor's boss had to get involved in, like Marianne claiming, and she screamed at me. I mean, Marianne's even claimed that Jean has a voodoo doll. Right?
All right.
It was in a box, I swear.
Her husband's Frank Pugula. P-U-G.
Okay.
But the bottom line is, I've seen the evil.
Okay, there you go.
Gotcha.
Marianne's cell phone and video footage will show you that Marianne went about 20 to 25 feet at Jean.
One of the reasons that I didn't respond to this attack was because of my training and background. They would have hung me if I had a.
I think I think you did the right thing.
So besides Anna, Danielle is the only one that can really say what the back and forth was.
But I wouldn't say either one. Yeah, I wouldn't say either one is like worse than the other.
I'm tracking.
Let's just put it that way.
Yep, I'm definitely tracking.
But apparently.
But the video footage Marianne will show she was standing there videotaping myself, Jean, and Danielle from 15 to 20 feet away.
So we got a call today from Miss Bishop about an incident that took place in Golden Valley during the sheriff's debate.
Okay.
Do you want to give a statement to me on as far as what happened? Because she obviously called. I have her side of the story. Obviously, it's my due diligence to come get the other party's statement, and that's why I'm here.
Sure, you bet.
So,
And she got in my face right here, this close, and she's looking like this, and I couldn't believe it.
She was trying to provoke her.
She's trying to provoke me. She's here. I have witnesses. I was going to tape it because she keeps saying she doesn't do these things. And I don't know why. Maybe
So
God
it's-
doesn't want me to, but I think I hit video, and I don't.
So
do you have any? Do you have? So you actually didn't get any recordings?
I wish I did. I wish I did. I wish I did.
So obviously there's
surprised me, though.
a conflicting part in the story, but
Well, I was wondering. I'm
There's
like,
no-
am I going to have a job Monday when I go to work?
no, this is just documentation. There's no prosecution, obviously.
Aggressively coming straight at Jean with her phone straight in Jean's face.
Marianne was right.
Totally advanced. Jean, at not any point did Jean advance on Marianne until she got to the point where the phone was from me to you about this far. And that's when Jean put her hands up and was like, stop.
Well, I was wondering. I'm
There's
like,
no-
am I going to have a job Monday when I go to work?
No, this.
She's literally shaking and almost had drool coming out of her mouth. She was shaking.
That's exactly how I touched her.
And that's fine. And like I said,
That's
that's why
exactly how I
I come to
touched
get the other. Okay, so Danielle witnessed this. I got your guys' statements. I will make contact with Marianne. And what are you wanting done, Ms. Bischoff, for?
I would like
hands
the
in
video reviewed
Okay.
so that will confirm what we've said here. If she's deleted it, you got to suspect that, maybe there was.
Gotcha.
I wish I did. I wish I did. I wish I did.
But I wouldn't say either one. Yeah, I wouldn't say either one is like worse than the other.
I'm tracking.
Let's just put it that way.
Yep, I'm definitely tracking.
I don't know. What do you think, Sergeant?
I think it's disorderly conduct for sure.
Yeah,
We at least have that.
Just
What's the thing between you and Leslie Tyler? She just.
Leslie Tyler's crazy.
I know.
She's a-
I'm familiar with her.
she's a slumlord, and she tried to get the county to give her properties for free so she could develop them with her fake economic development company.
Okay.
And I helped her for probably a year and a half, meeting with different department heads and putting this proposal together for homes for veterans and everything. And then we realized that she was a fraud and she never could come up with anything. And then she started screaming at different department heads and employees. So we put a block on her phone, and any contact with the county had to go through the county attorney. So she holds that against me.
And that's why it doesn't make sense that she was wanting Jean to come get a piece.
And what was Leslie Tylor doing there? Was she just watching the debate, or was she serving
was
pizza?
Running Marianne Salem's booth with a Support Marianne Salem t-shirt on.
Okay.
And if you've been attacking Jean for so long, and so has Marianne, why would you want Jean to come over and get a piece of pizza? That was a complete setup. What they were trying to do was they were trying to instigate an incident that they could try to use against Jean and myself or whoever else was going to be involved. But I can tell you right now, Marianne was videotaping it. If she says she doesn't have it, it's because she's deleted it because she knows.
I wish I did. I wish I did. I wish I did.
Okay.
And Leslie may have at least audio taped our conversation.
She was
Leslie? Okay.
Oh, let's see if I have
And I know where to find her. I know where to find her.
Yeah, this almost reminds me of the drama where Scotty said that Hildy assaulted me. But
And I hate them, and I'll talk to Marianne and make it very clear about what could have happened today,
It concerns me.
crime-wise.
does it sound like I fell into a setup?
And you gave all that information to Deputy Reed?
Yes, I did, and I'm not the only one that's been given that information. I guess Danielle OHLE-KECK has given it to Sergeant Tapia, has stressed her concern of being a victim and her threats. She's concerned. You know, Marianne Salem's concerned.
And I think you did the right thing. I really do. Obviously, Leslie Tylor riled you up, which, you know. But I don't know why Marianne went out of her way. So it's almost like she just went out of her way.
Oh, 100%.
To come.
Leslie Tylor was not next to Marianne when she was videotaping, and she's still videotaping. You can see her doing this on her phone, like zooming in. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, yep, shaking. She was shaking. She had.
And where was?
I said, "Fuck you" to Marianne, and she was elated and almost started jumping for joy. And she said, I've got it recorded, I've got her saying it. So that's what made me think, you know, maybe this was kind of a setup, you know, that
she had spittle coming out of her mouth.
So she's going to have that recording because she was so happy about getting me to say.
I was going to say, from what you're telling me, if she was excited about that, then she'll have that recording. But I will definitely go talk to her.
Unless she thinks she's in trouble and then she'll delete it.
I wish I did.
Like, I didn't know why she was so mad. And I was just in shock. I couldn't believe that she was talking to me like that. Get your shit together, Danielle. That's what she told me. And she totally just insulted me and talked down to me and told me that the thing is moving forward because she knows more than me. I turned around and I see Marianne, who approached us with her phone up like this.
I wish I did.
I don't know how it started, but it was like a fuck you, bitch. No, fuck you, bitch. I could see the spit flying in between their mouths, but I didn't understand why she was recording. I didn't want to take a picture with Bishop because I was
So tell me what
upset.
happened. So tell me how. Our initial contact for you is based just off not what knowledge and history you have of them, or what you assume that is going on between them. We're just asking what you observed because you obviously were you had, I want to use the word front row seats.
It was terrible.
Pretty much to what you had. So that's all we contacted you for. It wasn't for anything. And if sometimes if your story wasn't accurate, it's not a crime. It's what you recollect happened. Right.
They were kind gritting through their teeth, spitting at each other. Marianne was shaking. She looked scared.
So what'd you do after?
I went inside and I sat down for a long time.
In the cafe?
In the cafe, yeah. And I told the owner, and then I did talk to a couple people in there. Marianne had come back inside and she apologized to me. And that's when I got a text from Supervisor Bishop, and I was in shock that she would even ask me for...
And I believe I've seen those texts that she
help.
sent to you.
Yeah. And so that's when I got worried because
Brandon, other people there, what's she gonna do when you guys aren't there?
Does it sound like I fell into a setup?
And you gave all that information to Deputy Reed?
Yes, I did, and I'm not the only one that's been given that information. I guess DANIELLE OHLE-KECK has given it to Sergeant Tapia, has stressed her concern of being a victim and her threats. She's concerned. You know, Marianne Salem's concerned. We're all concerned. We're law-abiding citizens. If this lady has the ultimate power at her disposal, and then some other lady, Anna, today wrote a statement saying everything that Marianne Salem supposedly told Sergeant Tapia. So that leaves a concern to me by Sergeant in the Sheriff's Department.
Does it sound like I fell into a setup?
And so that's when I got worried because she said she was making like a sheriff's report. So I got a call, I think from you, but my phone was on silent. And so then I was nervous. I didn't want you guys to think I was like running from the scene of a crime or something.
I didn't know. Didn't think that. People get busy. It's Mother's Day.
There's a lot of people who
It's Mother's Day.
Yeah, no.
So I like I said, that's why we leave the voicemail so you can call us back.
Yeah, and so people were texting me saying like the sheriffs are coming or something. And then I got my son, we headed home, and then I saw two sheriffs on the highway driving home. I'm
You told me that.
oh. Like,
no.
So I was freaked out. You guys were trying to get to my house.
No. It's nothing need for that. So let's go to you wanting to be a victim. So the only cuss words were get your shit together, right? And then another shit word? Or?
You're not an elected official, Danielle, so I don't have to tell you shit. But I just feel like there's already retaliation and bullying happening on Facebook too with some of her people who stick up for her all the time and are trying to get me to make a statement on Facebook and get... I just don't feel safe around her.
But I wouldn't say either one. Yeah, I wouldn't say either one is like worse than the other.
I'm tracking.
Let's just put it that way.
Yep, I'm definitely tracking. But the thing is that you went to her, right? You're the one who went to approach her. She turned around, had her response. And with me doing this for a while, you had the option to walk away, right? Now, I'm not...
Well, I got interrupted to walk away when Marianne came in.
There was no point where you felt like you were trapped right there, right?
Well, a lady
you were always free to leave at whatever point you wanted to. And I'm asking.
Yeah, but I think I was in shock.
And I'm asking.
Yeah, but I think I was in shock.
That's one of my favorites.
I just don't want her. I want to get my statement in there in the report. This isn't the first time she's done something weird to me, and I don't know if I should add that to my victim statement.
It was in a box, I swear.
But I have the email evidence of her not treating me very well. The thing is, like, I have to continue to advocate for my community. I don't want to advocate with somebody who's going to treat me like that. If I try to talk to her, I'll not, you know, like she's always like, I'm here for you. Nobody calls me, Danielle. Just, I'm here for you. Nobody calls me, Danielle. Just. I'm here for you. Nobody calls me, Danielle. Just, that was so wrong. That was so wrong. That was so wrong.
And I understand the frustration and why you're upset. Law enforcement wise, if we do discon that you want to be a victim to, I'm going to have to send it to the county attorney.
That's fine.
For them to review. Is that still what you want?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a pretty day for Alex Jones. I'm going to give you Seattle PD's reaction here in a second.
Okay, so is the green light on that?
The green light? The red light's on.
The red light means recording.
But I wouldn't say either one. Yeah, I wouldn't say either one is like worse than the other.
I'm tracking.
Let's just put it that way.
Yep, I'm definitely tracking.
That's exactly how I touched her.
And that's fine. And like I said, that's why
exactly how I
I come to
touched
get the other.
That's exactly how I touched her.
And that's fine. And like I said, that's why
exactly how I
I come to
touched
get the other.
That's exactly how I touched her.
And that's fine. And like I said, that's why
exactly how I
I come to
touched
get the other.